Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Now this is going to be a little bit specific towards a mini game of The Witcher 3 named Gwent. This game is highly addictive in my opinion and better than Hearthstone also, but well, some might disagree or not. It's just your own opinion and my opinion. So the reason I do this video is because many people have the problems getting started in this game and will lose so often that they'll just quit and give up in the end. I had this problem too in the beginning, and even though I understood the game mechanics and used great tactics, I still did not win from the better Gwent opponents, even the medium difficulty ones. So, before I begin, I suggest a few cards that you absolutely need to buy or win before you can progress further to handle medium difficulty Gwent players. Now, since in the beginning you're stuck with the Northern Realms deck, I suggest getting many neutral and special cards in that deck. Don't get me wrong, Northern Realms is a faction that has a nice special ability, which is to draw a new card after every win. But first, to do that, you will have to win a round in order to get that trait to activate. The cards that made the most difference for me in the beginning were basically two, or well, three in the end, but two that were the most important. One was the Battlehorn, that you can buy from 3 different merchants, and the other one was this dragon card, which I cannot pronounce the name right. Villameltra, whatever.
And you fail.
Well, anyway, this card is especially handy when it comes to opponents with Scoia'tael or monster decks, where they very often have the ability to bring in reinforcements, which allow them to drop in cards with the same ability and equal strength from your entire deck and not just your hand alone. So monster players often have 10 or more cards lying in their melee combat section or ranged section. This dragon card will have the ability to scourge the best card combo on the enemy melee combat section, if the strength is 10 or higher combined at least. So this basically means that if the enemy has all these bound or reinforcement cards on the table, that you can scorch all of those that have exactly the same amount of strength, which often can mean that you will destroy 2 or 3 at a time. Another card that might come in handy is a spy card, or whatever they're called. I just mean the ones with the eye symbol on it. Those provide you the ability to draw 2 more cards from your deck, up to a maximum of 11 cards in your hand. Keep that in mind because that's very important. Don't use them at the start of your game. Now, I'll just show you how to use these cards combined with the basic Northern Realms cards in order to beat medium difficulty opponents. Let me just take out a few of those hero cards to make it a little bit more fair, and then we can go, I think. Okay, so let's start with the game. Okay, he's Northern Realms. I think that leader he's got is the one with the good weather card. Let's see what I got. Ooh, dragon already. Yeah, I think I might exchange these two. This one as well. Yeah, not that great, although I got 2 bound cards already in my hand now, which could be good, but I don't get any weather cards or whatever, so that's a disadvantage. I only got the fog card available that my leader provides with a special ability. Okay, what we do at first is we'll lure out the best cards of the opponent by putting on the table our worst cards, and that's usually done by putting 1 in each section. 1 in the melee section, 1 in the ranged section, 1 in the artillery section. And yeah, okay, he already puts out his horn card. Well, that's not very smart. Now, the reason why I put 1 in every section is to make sure that he has no weather cards or anything at all, and if he does have weather cards, then he will put them out in the first turn, and then they will not bother me in the second turn anymore. So I got free play in the second turn. Now, I put down a weather card from my leader to neutralize his horn card and the one in his ranged section, and then see if he's got any good weather cards to neutralize it, but I think his leader does have one. So he might use his leader card in this turn as well, so it doesn't bother me in the next turn. By the way, you can also see my 2 melee cards now gaining double strength from the bound ability. He's putting out a lot of artillery. Well, at the moment I don't got much choice of cards to put down, so I guess it will be artillery, because I don't got any melee units left anymore, and I don't want to give the spy card out yet. Okay, so he now plays his clear weather card from his leader, and well, that's fine by me, but at the moment that brings me in a slight disadvantage because his horn card is active again together with his ranged card. So this means that now I will most probably lose this round, and the trick is now to make this round prolong a little bit more so that he will play as many cards as possible in the first turn, so that he will have lesser cards in the next turn. And what I can do now is just put down the spy card, and it won't give him any more strength or total points because he just put down his frost card. And that's the way you should play it. You should play your best cards last and see whatever weather cards he got first, let him play them first and then react to those. And he still might have some special cards in there, like a Scorch card or whatever, but we will see that in the end. Okay, he put down the medic. I think I'll do the same thing because I don't see any other choice for me at the moment, and then put down an artillery piece, because I don't think he's got any terrestrial rain cards left anymore to disable my artillery, otherwise would have used it already. Like I imagined, he's got a Scorch card and he used that one right now, but that's not a problem at the moment. So the only disadvantage I got now is that I got a frost card, and it's not really wise for me to play a frost card at the moment, so it might get close. He might have enough cards to beat me or not enough cards to beat me. Fuck it. I'm forced to play the dragon now instead of waiting until he's got better melee cards, so his Scorch effect won't help me anymore. I might actually win this because I think that's his second last or last card. Anyway, it won't have much use to play the frost card anymore because, as you can see, it would play in my disadvantage. Okay, he still got a clear weather card left, but it's no use at the moment, so I think I win. Of course, yes. Now the opponent is out of cards, and I gain one more card because of the trait of the Northern Realms. So now I'm in the advantage, and I just need to play one more card, and it's over for him. And he passed up, so that means I get to win. So as you can see, it works perfectly to lure out the opponent in the first round to play his best cards, so that you have your other best cards remaining in the final round, and then you can actually play them without too much resistance.
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards with?
Do you really have no one else to play with?
Okay, in this next battle I will use a little bit more hero cards than the previous battle, because this opponent is a little bit tougher. He has a lot of hero cards too, and if he has a good hand then he might play 2 or 3 of them. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully I get a good hand. Okay, let's start up. Okay, so the beginning of my hand looks pretty well, although I do not really need 2 horn cards. Let's see if the rest is good enough. Yeah, seems to be okay. So basically now I got a good combination of a spy card, 2 weather cards, a horn card and a hero card. So that's actually pretty good, and I even got a medic card in there, so I shouldn't be able to lose, I think, unless he's got a great hand. And as you can see, the opponent also uses the same tactics as me. He's trying to lure me out by putting down his worst card first, so I will return the favor and see if he uses anything good. And yes, he does. He uses his Scorch card already in the first round, which is easier for me. Okay, so let's use the same tactics as before. Just put down 1 in each section. I've put down 1 in the melee section. He did 1 in the melee section and the ranged section. Now I do 1 in the ranged section, but I don't got any artillery cards available for me at the moment. Okay, so now he's got better melee cards than me, so this is the perfect time to play a spy card, simply because I will most probably not beat his melee cards. And I still got the frost card left anyway, so I can disable his better melee cards afterwards. And he steals away my spy card, so that will probably mean that he will use the spy card on me next turn. So now I play the frost card, and if he's got a clear weather card, that's no problem, because then he will waste him in the first turn anyway. And as I thought, he plays the spy card first. Now, as you can see, this unexpectedly worked in my advantage because the spy card is in my melee section, and I got 2 medic cards to revive it in the next turn, so I can gain another 2 cards in the next turn as well. Okay, let's see what the opponent does at the moment. Okay, he passes up. Okay, so this is a little bit of a setback because he didn't waste as many cards as I wanted to in the first round, but I think I can manage this in the next round anyway because I got 2 more cards than him, since I will be able to resurrect the spy card with one of my medic cards. It's a little bit of a tough choice which I play first, but I think I will risk it with playing the medic first. The reason why I can risk it is because I got still a clear weather card available, so it shouldn't be a problem if he plays a terrestrial rain card, and he does. Normally you should keep the clear weather card for the last turn, but I don't think he's got much weather cards, so I think I can risk it, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe he has weather cards, maybe he doesn't, but it's best if you keep them last, usually. And he plays a hero card. Now do keep in mind that the hero cards are completely unaffected by weather cards and special cards like Scorch or even the Horn card. It cannot double its effective strength. And as you can see, he uses 3 cards, or he used a card with reinforcement ability, and he gains 3 cards from his complete deck in total, not just of his hand alone. But I got free play with the artillery pieces, so I think I will boost those in the end with the Horn card. And he plays another hero card. I think I will play my melee cards first, but it will be risky because he might have a frost card. I do not know it for sure, but yeah, of course, he plays it. So this is an example of why you need to keep your clear weather cards for the end of the last turn, because now I wasted it on the terrestrial rain card and he still had a frost card left. Well, the only option I have is now to play my fog card from my leader's ability. And he plays one as well. Yeah, it's quite obvious that the opponent is also trying to stretch time and try to force me to play my good cards now. But that's no problem at all at the moment, because the hero cards are not affected by weather cards or any special cards, so I'll just play it, and well, I think I'll just play the melee card. Now there's 2 bound cards and they still get double, even though the frost card is still active, so that's 4 points instead of just 2, or 1 if I played an archer card. And as you can see, he just played a fucking high hero card. By the way, I didn't even notice that he had passed up, that the opponent had passed up, so now it's time, I think, to play the Horn card and just double the output of my artillery section and win the game. I think I actually might have won this this round without playing the hero card. It wasn't really necessary, it seems, but well, anyway, now you can see how with basic tactics that you can beat mediocre opponents, medium difficulty opponents. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more of them, then I can do a few more, like for example against monster players and such. So let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.